The world of action cameras is about to be turned upside down, and if you think you've seen everything the industry has to offer, you are in for a massive shock. For years, the battle for the ultimate adventure companion has been a two-horse race. But as we move deeper into 2026, the whispers from the supply chains in Shenzhen are growing into a roar. We are standing on the precipice of a release that doesn't just iterate on the past, but completely redefines what a compact sensor can achieve. The leaks surrounding the upcoming DJI Osmo Action 7 are not just minor spec bumps. They represent a fundamental shift in how we capture reality. Imagine a device small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, yet capable of rendering low-light scenes with the clarity of a full-frame mirrorless body. This is the promise of the Action 7, a camera rumored to finally bridge the gap between action toy and professional cinema tool. Welcome back to my channel Tech Rivet for exclusive insights into the future of tech. Subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon for more tech updates. The buzz is real, and the data we've gathered suggests that DJI is preparing to launch a flagship that will make its predecessors look like ancient history. What makes the Action 7 so special is the internal hardware overhaul that insiders are calling Project Titan. According to the most reliable leaks, the heart of this beast is a brand new 1-inch CMOS sensor, a massive leap from the 1/1.1-inch sensors we saw in the previous generations. This isn't just about megapixels. It's about light gathering capability. In the world of action cameras, low light has always been the Achilles heel. Whether you're exploring a cave, filming a sunset ride, or vlogging in a dimly lit city, noise and grain have been the enemy. But with this new 1-inch sensor, the Action 7 is tipped to deliver a dynamic range that exceeds 15 stops. This means your highlights won't blow out, and your shadows will retain a level of detail that was previously impossible without a heavy-duty rig. The implications for creators are staggering. You're looking at a world where golden hour lasts all night, and where the transition from bright sunlight to deep forest shade is handled with the grace of a high-end Hollywood camera. But a sensor is only as good as the brain behind it, and this is where the Action 7 truly starts to pull away from the competition. Rumors suggest the inclusion of a dedicated AI processing chip, tentatively named the G-Core 3. This chip isn't just for menus. It's designed to handle real-time computational videography. We are hearing reports of RockSteady 4.0, which uses machine learning to predict your movement before it even happens. It's not just stabilizing the footage, it's smoothing the very fabric of the motion blur to ensure that even at 8K resolution, every frame looks like a still photograph. Yes, you heard that right. 8K at 60 frames per second is the target. This would be a world first for a consumer action camera of this size. The sheer processing power required to push that many pixels while maintaining thermal stability is immense. But DJI has reportedly solved the overheating issues that plagued earlier 8K prototypes by utilizing a new magnesium alloy internal heatsink that dissipates heat 30% more efficiently than the Action 6. Let's talk about the lens, because the leaks here are equally mouth-watering. There is strong evidence that DJI is implementing a variable aperture system, ranging from f/2.0 to f/4.0. In the past, action cameras were locked at a wide aperture, which is great for light, but terrible for depth of field control in bright conditions. With a variable aperture, the Action 7 will allow you to maintain a natural shutter speed without needing to constantly swap out ND filters. This is a game changer for professional vloggers who move between different lighting environments quickly. Imagine riding your bike out of a dark tunnel into the midday sun. The camera could theoretically adjust its physical aperture in milliseconds to keep your exposure perfect. Combine this with a 155-degree ultra-wide field of view that has been optically corrected to reduce fisheye distortion, and you have the most versatile lens ever put on an action camera. Battery life has always been a point of frustration for the community, but the Action 7 is set to debut a new high-density silicon anode battery. The leak capacity is sitting at 1950 milliamp hours, which may GHD not sound like a huge jump numerically, but the chemistry allows for much higher discharge efficiency in extreme cold. DJI is aiming for 4 hours of continuous 4K recording on a single charge. For those of us who spend all day in the field, this means carrying fewer spares and missing fewer moments. And when you do run low, the Hypercharge 2.0 is rumored to get you from 0 to 80% in just 12 minutes. That's essentially a coffee break's worth of time to get back to a nearly full battery. The power management system is also said to be smarter, shutting down non-essential background processes when the camera is in standby mode to preserve every last drop of energy.